Eleaf just keeps rolling out those updates to the iStick, and today we look at the 100 watt. Welcome to the Vapor Trail channel. I'm Tony. Eleaf is a company that's mostly known for their iStick series of products. I mean, they have other products, but the iStick is the biggie. We all either have one or we know somebody that does. They've steadily updated the iStick to have different wattages. As a matter of fact, the last one is a 40 watt with temperature control, and in true Eleaf fashion, they made it so simple to use temp control that everybody can do it. Well, their latest is the 100 watt, and this one is different from any other iStick, and I'll show you all about that in just a minute. And one of the best things about all of the iStick products is that the price is inexpensive. I mean, this is a 100 watt mod that from what I've seen, pre-sales going for like 33 bucks or something like that. 100 watts for under 50 bucks, that was unheard of just like 4 or 5 months ago. Eleaf sent this one direct so that I could share it with you guys here on the channel, and guess what? They also sent an extra one. I've got the black one, I'm keeping that, but this silver one could be yours. I also got in the box a gaggle of these. I've got, what, 5 of these things to give away? I'll be giving some away on Instagram and on Facebook. This is the 40 watt TC temperature control. So what we're going to do with this video is right down there in the description at the top of it, you'll see a description of what you need to do. Basically a Google form. You're going to go there, fill out all the information. And from the entries, I'm going to draw 2 names. The first one will get the 100 watt mod and the second one will get the 40 watt temperature control. Pretty sweet, right? Well, it's my way of thanking you for all your support. Let's go ahead and dig in and show you the 100 watt iStick from Eleaf. So I'll just go through the box real quick. This is the outside of the box. iStick 100 watt, Eleaf on the side, 100 watt there. And some description of the product. I'll leave that up for a second for you. Contents of the box and authentication and certifications down here at the bottom. On the side here it says black and silver. Apparently those are the 2 colors that these come in. And the silver one is the one that we're giving away. I'm keeping the black one. This one I like quite a bit. Let's give you a quick once around on the silver so you can see what you're trying to win right here. It does have the chrome top and bottom caps on here. It's got like a little dip on it to make it look kind of nice. But that's what it looks like. Now back to this one. That's your mod. Inside of here you take this little tray out. You've got a manual. The manual is actually very simple and very quick. Kind of gives you a little overview of what's going on in here. How to use, 1 page. That's one thing that is nice about iStick products is they're just super easy to use. Tells you how to charge it, and yeah, you can plug this thing in with a USB and charge it with 2 18650 batteries in there. Over here it tells you about the protections and warnings and stuff that you might get. And then they give you some precautions. Underneath there you do have an Ego adapter in case you've got some of those old Ego tanks you want to use, but I don't know any Ego tanks that could run 50, 100 watts. And the USB cable, and I do recommend that if the mod that you get comes with a USB cable, try to use the one that it comes with because they make sure that it's rated for it and stuff like that. And then here is your mod. Let me just give you a quick little once over on it. And I really like the black one because the top and bottom of it is all matte black. It's not that shiny chrome stuff. Now right away I do want to point out that the USB port is on the bottom of this, so you're not going to be able to set it down and charge it, but you're going to have to take your atomizer off, plug it in, and set it down. It has venting up here on the top, and on the website they say that's not only for the batteries for venting, this is actually for heat dissipation probably on the chip and whatever else. The top of it, you have a nice stainless steel thread there, and it is a spring-loaded 510 firing pin. I've stuck a bunch of tanks on here and they all sat nice and flush. Again, you've got these little curved sections right there. I guess that's more aesthetic than anything else. On the side it says iStick 100 watt and Eleaf on this side. Now this is something that we haven't seen on any iStick product so far, and that is removable batteries. Yeah, that little tab right there, you stick your finger in there, pops right off. You've got magnets on the top and bottom, and these are really strong magnets. What I think is cool, because sometimes on these mods they put a door on here and the door can just slide right off. But they've made this little piece right here that, kind of fits into that piece right there, and it holds it on there nice and tight. It doesn't slide or anything else. You have to pull it from this little tab and open it right up. I've got 2 18650 batteries in here. These are MXJO batteries. They are high drain, 35 amp batteries. That is what's recommended for this mod. And this is what's different from any dual 18650 mod that I own. Both batteries go in the same direction, and I believe that that is one of the things that allows them to be able to charge by plugging this in with USB. So you put them in there. You want to wrap the ribbon around that one underneath this one because it makes it easier to pull out. Put it on there, snaps right on. That's nice. It's a real nice snug fit, and it's tough. It's not like it falls right off. It snaps on there real tightly. Now, when Eleaf sends these products to me, they're often pre-release, and some things might change before they actually get in the stores. And this is something that we might want to hope, because the buttons, there is a little bit of rattle. Let me see. These buttons right here are the ones that are rattling. Let me put it to the mic so you can hear it. For an inexpensive 100-watt mod, a little bit of rattle in the buttons isn't going to hurt anybody. But it's quite possible that by the time these hit the stores, that rattle will be gone. So if you're familiar with iSticks, this works exactly like the other iSticks do. 5 clicks turns it on. And it turns right on, no splash screen or anything like that. Came right on to 100 watts. If you want to change it to voltage, you just hit the button 3 more times. And it's in voltage mode. If you want to switch it back to watts, hit it 3 more times. And you're back to watts. This mod will fire down to 0.15 ohms, so if you like to build low, then, well, you can go ahead and do that. If you're not exactly familiar with the iStick, that's your wattage right there. That's the voltage that the battery is going to output, and that would be your ohms on the top there. There's your battery meter. If you want to lock your power buttons, then you can just hold them down at the same time, and it's locked. If you want to unlock them, hold them down again, and it's unlocked. If for some reason you want to flip the screen, then you turn it off by hitting this 5 times. And then you can hold these 2 buttons down, and it flips. If you want to flip it back, hold them down again. And there we go. And that's really all there is to it. That's what Eleaf likes to do. Keep it simple, keep it accessible, and make them inexpensive. Wanted to drop this iJust 2 tank on here so you could see it with the tank on, and it looks good. This is a good looking mod. Well, now that we've seen it up close, let's go ahead and see how it vapes. So there you go. It's like a grown-up iStick. I mean, you know, it's larger than any of the iSticks before, but you can put your own batteries in there, which is nice. It does have that charge port on the bottom, so, you know, if you just want to stick batteries in there, you don't want to think about having to switch batteries out and stuff, you can charge it up that way. Now, I just got this a few hours ago, but I've been using it since. I wanted to make sure I used it a little bit before we actually did the video. It works great. Let me just show you. All right, so the iJust 2 tank is on here. I've got a 0.3 atomizer on here, a 0.3 ohm, and it's reading at 0.26 ohms, so just slightly below 0.3. This mod can go to 100 watts, and this coil is rated at like 50, 60 watts, so we can crank this thing up. I'm going to take it all the way to 50 right now. Here's 50 watts. I gotta say, man, this iJust 2 tank, by the way, is fantastic. It's a great match for this. On their website, this is the tank that they recommend for this. And it does come with that wonky little rubber airflow control thing, but I just take it off and leave it wide open. All right, let's push this a little bit. I've got this thing cranked up to 60 watts. No iStick has ever been able to go to 60 watts. Let's try it out. Wow. That's all I can say. Wow. If you're looking for an inexpensive, high wattage mod that you can put 2 18650 batteries in, charge it with the batteries in there, then this might be your choice. You might even look at getting an iJust 2 tank to put on it. I'm just going to get one more. So if you'd like to win one of these iStick 100 watts or the iStick 40 watt temp control, right down here in the description, there is a link for a Google form. Fill that out completely. We'll pick 2 winners. The first one will get the iStick 100 watt. The second one will get the 40 watt temp control. And either way, you're going to be a winner. I do want to remind you to go to CASAA.org. That's CASAA.org. Get yourself signed up and help the fight for our right to vape. It's free to do. That's going to do it for this episode. We'll catch you next time on the Vapor Trail channel.